What did your school waste money on that nobody liked? They made a huge screen with 4 huge plasma screens and put it in a very random place in a very random building hall. No signal, no signal. No signal, no signal. Trash cans with the school logo on them and banners. They tried hyping us up about new trash cans on the morning show. When 65 inches TVs were like $4,000 a pop, they set about 8 of them around campus that just displayed the time $4,000 clocks. Not to mention whatever they used as a video source to send to the display. My high school purchased a vending machine that only contained Swerve. What is Swerve, you ask? Carbonated milk. My college bought a small restaurant out for $1 million to build $1 million brick gate that doesn't close. Or 3D printer that the teachers won't learn how to use, so now nobody is allowed to use it. A memorial tree was planted for a girl who was killed right before graduation by her family and friends. The school allowed it, and there was a beautiful Japanese maple tree there for like 10 years. Apparently they just cut it down and had no reason why. Family is pissed, alumni are pissed. Damn it, Waco. Edit, I found the article. She actually died of rare cancer a year after graduation. Link. My son's current school sent out an email to parents announcing that they'd like to add voice projection to every class. He's in first grade and there are 20 kids in his class. Totally unnecessary. They had a demo session and it sounded horrible. When I was still a student, my school spent almost $200K to paint the roads outside our school. You read that right. Almost $200,000 of our precious tuition dollars to paint the roads outside blue and yellow. To pour salt on this painful wound, the paint job didn't even make it through winter. So just to reiterate, $200,000 for 3 months of painted road. I think I'm still angry about it. My high school wasted a ton of money buying 2 golf carts. Their reasoning was it allowed staff to get to any dangerous scenes faster. Except we never had any accidents and they were mostly used for joyrides by the hall monitors. Our new Slick Willy superintendent insisted on buying an educational product for $500,000 that consisted of software that nobody wanted or could use. It was from his girlfriend. Slick Willy went to jail. A clock tower with no clock. One of the schools in our district paid an astronomical fee to an artist to create an artwork for the whole of the school. Paid for the dude's room and board for like a year and he produced a large polished piece of wood. No, literally that's it. It was supposed to be shaped like a heart, but looks more like a butt and is now known as the Bart. Name tags. Shortly after Columbine and all those other shootings peaked in frequency. It was supposed to keep outsiders from getting in the school unnoticed and shooting everyone, but at the time people doing the shootings were always students. So we joked they were bulletproof. Some of my classmates won a bunch of money for our school. Our school was one of the lowest funded schools in the district. The district took the money and spent it on another school. New TVs in the cafeteria that just show the morning announcements. Edit, they already send out emails that have the morning announcements in them. The large schoolyard at my school had a set of planters in the center. They were basically 4 triangles made of brick that pointed in at each other and created an X-shaped walkways between. The outside sides had a bench each attached. People would sit and chat to each other on the benches, teachers and students alike. There was very little litter or vandalism. The plants were kinda pretty insofar as any secondary schooler would care to notice. One year a duck made her nest in one of the planters, and apart from a few "oh hey a duck nest" comments, it was left alone. Then for some reason the school decided to rip the planters out. Took them 2/3 of the school year to do it, and blocked off the X walkways so everyone had to crush by on the outside lanes between classes. Everyone was super curious as to what the planters would be replaced by. Turns out, nothing. They simply bricked over the holes left by the planters, and left it as a huge empty space. We didn't even get new benches so no one had anywhere to sit during break. People started to miss the plants, since the lack of color left the whole area kinda bland. We also kept to the old X walkway, since stepping over the former planters felt weird. iPads for the kindergarten. They were intended to have educational apps on them that kids could play on at indoor recess. Believe it or not, most kindergarteners would rather play on the swings or play with dolls than learn to write their name on an app. No one used them, no one liked them, and they all broke within 2 months. An anatomically ambitious statue of our animal mascot was on boys' varsity soccer team in high school. New head coach wanted to emphasize more analytical approach, and as such, had Booster Club buy a $10,000 goalpost camera. None of the team liked the idea anyway, especially since the girls' soccer team used their money for new jerseys and nicer balls, and they still made it farther in their playoffs than we did almost every year. As it turns out, the coach couldn't figure out how to put the camera together, and we never used it. Biggest waste of $10,000 I've ever seen. Great you made it to the end. Now smash that like button and subscribe for even more videos like this one.